Yo, 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 yo. What up, what up, what up, people? Welcome back to another edition of Mike on Sports. I am your host. I go by the name of Mike Gross, man. Big up to that 501 and that 317. Oh, man. It's glorious days in America, baby. Especially if you are an amateur athlete that plays in the NCAA. With that being said, the NCAA still has a long way to go. But before we get into it, y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know what time for. Drop that beat on. Yes, sir. Welcome back, man. I appreciate everybody who's joining in to watch Mike on Sports. Don't forget to check out the interview that I just did with Shakur Stevenson, WBO featherweight champion of the world, 126. Talk about moving up to 130 and talking about some more things with Eddie Hearn and Devin Haney. But today, we have great news if you are our NCAA collegiate athlete. The NCAA is expected to allow athletes to make money off their likeness. Let's get to the story right quick and give you all the details. I damn me got fucking stumble on that word. Like, how the fuck do you stumble on the? What the fuck is going on? Well, anyway, NCAA expected to allow athletes to start profit up at the Lightning starting in 21-22 season. So next year around this time, the athletes should be able to start making money. Let's see what the story goes. The NCAA announced Wednesday that the Board of Governors supported rule changes that will allow student athletes to profit from their likeness beginning in the 21-22 season. The NCAA noted that if the rule changes are officially passed, student athletes will be able to get compensated for third-party endorsements, both related and separate from athletics and social media, business that they have started, and personal appearances, as long as they exist within NCAA guidelines. So they'll be able to do appearances, you know what I'm saying? Might be able to pop some bottles at a club, who knows? While student athletes are set to benefit from their likeness, the NCAA said it would still be legal for universities or colleges to pay. It will be illegal for college or universities to pay student athletes for their names, images, or likeness. So even though that they can make money off their likeness, they are not going to let the universities pay them, which I have a problem with. If student athletes, primarily football and basketball, let's just say football and basketball, right? We know football and basketball carries the burden for every other sport, and to some extent, baseball too. Like, we know that football and basketball allows you to have men's lacrosse team, women's lacrosse, or men's swimming, women's swimming, men's golf, women's golf, because those are not really big money makers. So, with that being said, since there is a huge burden on the backs of those football players and basketball players, why not allow them to make money off? Well, let them get a check from the university to pay them, since they are already, you know what I'm saying, pretty much doing everything in their power to make sure that the other programs can exist. But the athletes are having a hard time getting benefit from that. If you take the football team away and basketball team away, there is no longer women's soccer. There is no longer men's lacrosse or men's swimming. Those things go away too. So I feel like student athletes should get paid by the university, and also they should be able to get paid off their likeness. Additionally, the NCAA stipulated that while student athletes will be allowed to identify themselves by sport in school, they won't be permitted to use school logos or trademarks in conjunction with their business ventures. You ain't got to use school logos or trademarks, bro. Just use the school colors, and bam, you good. You know what I'm saying? School colors, people know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Ohio State, President and Board of Governors Chair Mike V. Drake called the rule changes uncharted territory and discussed the importance of working with the Congress and ensure the sanctity of the NCAA and the student athletes remain intact. No, look here, bro. I don't think I think bringing Congress into it is a bit much, but I do think that with this being allowed to happen, it is uncharted territory, but it's the right territory that we should be in. And one of the main reasons why I think this came down the pipeline. If y'all really want to know why it came down the pipeline, look no farther to what the G League is doing. Look no farther than what happened yesterday with five-star recruit Daishen Nix. Daishen Nix was committed to go to where? He was committed to go to UCLA. But with that being said, he decided because he's seen other players going to the to the G League, and he decided to decommit from UCLA. He says, "I think it's the right thing for me because it was my family thing and my family thing and myself thing." Nix told LA Times, "Playing in G League is basically getting me ready for the NBA draft. It's just one step below the NBA." So, man, you got to admit, man, $500,000 and the ability to make money off your likeness, they are going to, I think you'll see this trend continue until 2022 when the NBA is allowing high school players to come back into the draft. Nix is the third player to join the G League from the 2020 class, following number one prospect Jalen Green and five-star forward Isaiah Todd, both of whom made the decision earlier this month. Nix is the first player to renege on a signed letter of intent to join the G League. And to say he reneged, man, come on, bro. Why are they using renege? But he made a better decision for himself. He's not going to another collegiate college. He's going to a level above it. So he has every right in his every right to do so. Nix was ranked number 20 in ESPN 100 for 2020, number 12 in ESPN most recent 2021 mock draft. Former G League president Malcolm Turner told ESPN Jonathan Giovanni in October 2018 when the professional pathway was initially created, the league would not pursue players already committed to colleges. Nix, a 6'4" point guard, Trinity International School in Clark County, Nevada, signed with UCLA in November after committing in August. He chose the Bruins over Kentucky, Maryland, Alabama, and Kansas. He was the UCLA coach Mike Cronin's first commitment after he was named the Bruins head coach in April 2019. Nix was expected to start at point guard next year. So that's the reason why the NCAA is making all these moves and doing all this stuff, because they don't want to lose out on big-time talent. They don't want to lose out on big-time players. With that being said, though, I don't think that they can do much to circumvent that. To be honest with you, I think as it progresses on, we're going to start seeing more and more players not go to the NCAA route. You got to be. It's going to take a lot for somebody who's highly ranked, who's going to be able to get $500,000 after taxes. What, $300,000? And the ability to make money by endorsements, off their likeness, shoe deals, and things like that. So with that being said, man, it's going to be tough for the NCAA to compete, especially when the NBA get rid of the age limit or 1 year removed. Because if you look at the foreign players, they don't have to be 1 year removed from any school, but they can come over here when they're fucking 16, 17 years old if they're ready to play. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. NCAA to start allowing players to make money, but is it too little, too late? And what is going to be the impact for the football players? Are they going to be allowed to? Because football is the really like March Madness and the bowl games really drive revenue for the NCAA. So we're just going to have to see how all that plays out, and how is the NCAA going to deal with this trend if it continues. Till next time, this is Mike on Sports. Yes, sir.